shit. All right. So see what the Grim Wolf is all about here. It was something else that I was about to talk about at the start of the video. I totally forgot. So we're gonna use these cards. I just found them on the bookshelf. I think they're all here. They was taped up or they were in a rubber band. So well, the first thing that popped out was this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this is also somebody Emmett Till's, okay, by not like by ignoring them that come up in my feed. Um, gutter, and we had the tunnel system where something is in reverse. The gutters or something in the north, something is in reverse here. It could be the death of a person, but again, there could be a cease and desist energy because somebody is trying to claim like they are the wife. But when that reading that we just did, it was saying that somebody was the Empress, somebody's running on top of each other. Remember I said we got the Queen of Wands, but when I moved it, the actual double of that card was sitting under there. So somebody was their Queen of Wands then, and somebody, like I would be this person's, a certain masculine that could be calling themselves powerful or emperor. Is because I was the Queen of Wands back then, and I'm still the Queen of Wands of that person now. But it's almost like somebody found a way to get to me or to have two of me or something like this so they can act like, no, I've been over here doing this. I haven't even, okay. So somebody could be mad because I'm finding person. And that's why I was saying the difference between me is because just like that book or whatever, he was dropping like a little bit like my uncle Darnell. I mean, my cousin, I said my uncle, my cousin Darnell, but you know, again, did you hear about the Thomas? Just like with the Thomases, it's like the two boys, they don't look like the mother and father, but the three girls look, the two girls, they look like, they kind of look like them. But I was just thinking, because what did we say? Prince, Michael Jackson, something else. It's something else that these people is doing with like cloning here. All right. But that could be this genuine energy. Also, that could be why the I knew you were in trouble coming when you walked in. That could be also the energy of like the cosmic wifey energy. Like there's something here. And the Elba energy. There's something significant, because I don't know if like some people was calling these people crazy because he was like, I listen to God or whatever. So say something, somebody was warned what I was when I was little. But that group of people from the 80s to the 90s, that group of people got moved away, moved into stardom, moved into positions or something like this. But they still know who, like that movie with Halle Berry in it when she's like, never let go. But it's almost like it's time to let go. Like, I don't know what I'm getting, okay? Somebody's forcing something to let go. It's almost like leaving somebody as a staple, stagnant as a staple or a pillar for something. But that person is not, that was supposed to be the one traveling the world and doing these things. And then now it's like, don't cut the cord. Or remember the lady was kind of crazy, like, don't go outside, don't do this, don't do that. And at the end, one of the little boys kept saying, what if we do? So this could be also the same thing as like a Delilah energy, getting Samson, like keeping a wall between two people that's supposed to be mating or being together, and then telling the person to cut off that person, cut off that air. But I was hearing that it's like somebody was trying to make themselves like they was the strong point of a man, because they wanted to know what was his strong point or whatever. But Delilah told him to cut the cord or something like this. So you could be somebody's Delilah, and you told somebody trying to say that you took, but there's snake talk here. Like, you told me to let go of her. But no, the only reason why something is strong with her is because y'all was all in the same coven. Even if this is a cyber coven, y'all was all mixing and mingling information. The thing about the Empress is, right, especially if it's an Empress, a world card Empress, she been in the baby crib all this time, so she hasn't engaged it. I haven't started anything and finished it or accomplished it or something like this, but I've started everything. You get what I'm saying? Like my energy, or the energy of the Empress started almost everything, but she hasn't been in it. It's like people are latched on to the Empress like a big statue or something, trying to, make sure that they remember a marker point. But the Empress hasn't been involved in anything. But as long as you connected to this Empress, or the Empress see you as love or see you as family, you good. But if the Empress don't, or if these people, I don't know how they could have been coming in contact with me. If these were people from the first generation, which I call the 80s for me, for this channel, um, unless they look the same, and they can sneak back in, and you can't really tell the difference. Some clones you can tell the difference, and sometimes you just cannot. All right, I guess it depends on who's making them, or who supposedly owns them now, which nobody can, because these were already Christ before they got moved on to these different positions. So somebody did something illegal to change over, condiments or assets or something like this, or people, lands, resources, whatever. All right. So somebody could be making it seem like that, and then somebody's like, "Oh, look at how this person do it." But that's why I said, you have to have you may have to have. You shouldn't be. Nobody should be comparing who's the best reader, anyways, dude. If somebody stick out to you and that's who you want to listen to, unless these people is Christ and they want to know the truth, they would be listening to. Because I'm revealing the stuff that, say, all these people was hooking up and making plans and moving on and stuff. I will be how it says in the Bible that somebody is the bearer of all the information or something, the knowledge for a certain group of people. All right. So you could go to somebody else, just like it says in the Bible. If you don't have God, go to wisdom. If you don't have wisdom, I don't know what you're gonna do. But this is what I'm saying. So all this fucking and everything that everybody's been doing, and this communicating and linking up mentally, and my head is underwater, but I'm feeling fine. You in a trance. You in a trap. Don't you know? And trying to rub it in or something, because I'm not trying to be the best. I don't even want to be a tarot reader. I don't want to be the best tarot reader. I just know I'm good at what I do, because it's the truth. It's the information that's coming from something. The same thing on my channel. I cannot call that gossip. We're basically going back and showing memories, because a lot of these people could have been dealing with people back in the day. They wonder why they went wrong. I don't know if they can change it, or if it's too late, or whatever this is, but I'm the one that will be able to tell you what somebody was actually thinking when they made that deal with you, or what really was going on all aspects, from a higher level of knowing what these people might have been talking about. But it ain't like the information is for me to be like, oh, at that time, I know what y'all was talking about. You should do this and that. The shit will come out later. It have this, like, information being logged or cataloged or something like this. And then today, these days, is the day to spit it all out. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't get these are conversations. I might not even been in the room, so I didn't get to sit there and manipulate the energy or nothing. It's just, this is the information that's coming out. Okay? I don't know how to explain it to you, but I don't want to be a tarot reader. I don't want to be known. I don't want to leave this earth being known as no fucking tarot reader or nothing. I've done it. I'm hearing you done it all. So somebody's been doing something. Just the way they move is not privy to these people that think that you a lazy hog, and you just sit there all day. You don't move. You ain't got a job, bitch. You ain't got nothing going for you. Not nothing on your Richter scale. But you see what I'm saying? Some of us are these conduits, and we done did more than any of you did, your whole fucking lineage, in one little whop. You know what I'm saying? So it's something like that. Okay. And then also I was getting like the 5 of Pentacles. Like somebody could be trying to out somebody, or send them out in the cold. But this could also be how a Jesus or a fake Jesus was able to, oh, look at you. They're real pretty. Yeah. Would have been able to feed all those people with with 2 fish. Because somebody is trying to call the Christ a fish. Hold on, y'all, because it's some things keep coming in here because of my tea. Not what I'm saying, but so what this is, because you know how people are. They have an expectation of how something is supposed to be, especially people that's not included, but they done made something to make it seem like they included. So they expecting something like a show to be put on. They're expecting something like that, okay? And that's just not the case here. That's why I told you I've thought about making pre-written cards. There's nothing wrong with pre-written cards, but I feel like the girls that can go deep and go a little bit deeper, because they talking about fly high, but no, it's about deep. It's about depth, and it's about putting that shit straight in effect. So, you know, I feel like the girls that don't use pre-written cards, they in a league of their own. Then the other, if they can go into depth and pick up little things off just the cards, I think that the cards is cheating a little bit, but that's just my opinion. You get what I'm saying? Pre-written pre-written cards. I feel like also a lot of people can start sounding the same. Shit can sound the same, and then it's dependent on who, because you're not testing the Lord. So you could test all the tarot readers you want to, but you're not testing me. You understand? Cause I just get on here. You know how they got that rich girl flex. You know what I'm saying? Like people that just spend their days at the beach or beach bumming and stuff like this. They got it like that. I'm not going running around here trying to prove nothing and going down to these townships and shit like this for something that was already laid out. You already know what the paperwork said in the first place. No, it need to be an investigation. You can't. Nobody gonna go find these people all over the fucking world just off of a thought. Like it doesn't make no sense. The original document's got to be somewhere, right? So somebody's like they're paying attention to the stars or they're stargazing, but the stars is all in the crypt. The stars is getting. I think that might even it was a tree branch, but it looked like a chains here. Um, it looked like chains, or these people is about to get. Like I told you the other day, it's like an opening here, and something is about to get closed on some people here. Something is about to get closed on some people. This could be also like John the Baptist, like, oh, I latched all those people because they was coming for you and to protect you. But at the end of the day, if he get jealous of Jesus because he couldn't latch this will be a slow burn jealousy. This ain't really, because for centuries or thousands of times, somebody been able to do this without a problem. So the way that somebody looking at it, they could love you and cater to you all they want. But the one time when you actually had a chance to wake up. So it may not be this time. I think it is, but it may not be this time. But the one time that you actually able to speak for yourself. You've been in a coma for 30 years. And now you've been out of the coma for 6 months. You still don't know how to talk all the way yet. You're slurring. You can't really write and stuff yet. You're getting yourself up to that. Something like this. You're not exercised, or this is like people that's not in the occult, or they're still a virgin when it comes to being charmed or something like this. Somebody is not, yes, they hold or embody a lot of knowledge as a Gnostic. Some that they did research on and some just there. But the person hasn't been birthed in any type of sector yet. Like how about to say a caustic? Like esoteric or biblical or whatever this is. Somebody just is. I feel like I'm a just am. You get what I'm saying? Whatever dial needs to be turned for me to address something which I want to. There's no rhyme or reason. You know what I'm saying? Just like a little spoiled rich kid, they could be a rich kid, but they don't want to just bum it. They want to travel the world and get information. They want to visit museums and dig sites in Egypt and stuff like this. The way that they can spend their money to, just bum it and be known to just go to places and throw parties and have fun and soak in the culture or whatever like this. With that rich girl flex, it's like rich girl energy though. Like God ain't saying nothing. Yeah, there's shit around me I don't like. I ain't trusting everybody that live in the house with me no more, even if they my immediate family. It's shit like this going on, but I still have to keep myself. I can't be worried about these people. I mean, it's good to know what everybody's doing in your house, but these are double-minded people or something. Like a Gemini created double-minded fucking people, man. A Gemini created, it's a Gemini that took the Scorpio's energy a long ago. Shit. Cause I was thinking about the energy of like, I was looking back at some pictures of like Criss Cross. And I always thought that one of the clones of Drake looked like the dude from Criss Cross, and that the little boy, the dark skinned boy, looked like Kendrick Lamar. And I remember that we used to be, when we was little, you know how you pick somebody, like the light skinned boy was my man, and the dark skinned boy was my play sister Sophia's man. That's who we was crushing on or whatever. And then I was just thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute, as you go up a little bit, because it was a picture of them, a poster, and I think I used to have this poster. And the dude, he was like holding on to, or he had his hand on, the dark skinned Chris had his hand on the light skinned Chris chest. And it almost, I was just getting like, oh, soul snatching. So when I said a couple months ago, you know, this is something more deeper between them two, right? And what I was saying was, and that's funny because in the higher aspect, there could be some kinship, like me and somebody was made the same and sent to earth, or me and somebody is brother and sister, or me and somebody is supposed to be a couple, or something like this, right? But so that would be like the outside brother or the outside link, okay? The light skinned version. And then the dark skinned version remind me of my brother Keith when we was little. So it's kind of like who was the brother on earth and who was a brother in a higher realm, or in a different realm, maybe even in the industry. Okay, it's not actually a higher realm, but do you get what I'm saying? Why I'm connected to certain people or something. But the Gemini is the wizard. Gotta be the wizard. The wizard could have took a hold of my father. You understand what I'm saying? While he was with the Parham girl in Rolling Greens. And then ever since then, that's the problem. That's why instead of me getting whatever went to me, it went with Kim Kardashian, Kris Kardashian, and them like this. And again, at the end of the day, these motherfuckers where they need to be, all the Kardashians. So they don't need a Kim Kardashian shit. She might be the motherfucker, even though she the one that fueled the thing or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Right, but so called because of who? When she started dating who? You see what I'm saying? Same thing with the Braxton family. Okay? Because I remember when I was little, my mom kind of reminded me a lot of Tracy Braxton. I know she passed away, you know, not too long ago or within the past couple years. It's just making me think. It's just making me think. Also, Wendy Williams, something that's got me thinking about all these particular women here. All right? Or like the people that supposedly lined the way. But I seen a argument with Tamar, and the girls was arguing or whatever. You know, she always been a little bit different. You know, she got that blonde hair. You know, she like to wear that motherfucking blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about it because I could see both of their points. I could see what the sisters were saying, and then I could also see what Tamar was saying. You know, because a lot of times in these family units, the people that headlined whatever it is for us is not the ones that's supposed to take this shit into the future. Or they're not the one, you know what I'm saying? They were that. And yes, kudos for that. But it's those of us that's like around that age possibly. You know what I'm saying? We might even share some of the same boyfriends or share some of the same instances or something like this. Not to say that, again, when it comes to this main thing, you know, I don't fuck with nobody. I'm just saying I could see because a lot of these heavyweights was spawn of people in the family, hidden in the families and stuff like this. Yeah, they did what they did, but now it's a different time now. You know, time's up. You know, like I don't know. It's like people are trying to hold on to something here, but you know, there's always been a separation between, you know, with Tamar and then the other girls. It's also like, if we say this a 40-year stretch, some of this stuff could have been bound by like ritual with some star seeds or some chosen ones as a little kid. And so whatever we was experiencing, all the music and all the entertainment, you know, that was bound to you differently. But then some of the people that came after that, that could be offspring of your, that could be offspring of my kingdom. You know, when somebody was supposed to pass the torch 22 years ago and they didn't. They just dispersed it amongst a whole bunch of family members, so it caused a lot of confusion. But if they hadn't done that, you get what I'm saying? I would have been had the torch, but you gave a lot of people, you like copied my torch and gave it to like 20 something other people to try to keep me small. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still in those people and the first ones. I'm in the ones that they're talking about. It's like I will be connected to the ones that they're talking about. Okay? That steamrolled this shit. There's a connection there. But then the ones that are coming next within the past 20 years, they could actually be offspring of what this kingdom was building when I was supposed to be in power, but other people were. And so now they feel like a motherless child because these people ate away at something that was supposed to be built right now. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but this is a little bit deep, a little bit different here. All right. So it's like somebody's like, you either grow or you change or you get left behind. And it's making me think about like Tech Boy, or the war between the OG gods and the tech gods in American Gods. But I feel like the tech gods already been somewhat harmed. I mean, they already got like a little, chink in their armor. You know, it's not gonna be no only tech and that's it. You gonna have to make some room. So this might be what we seen with the leaping lemurs yesterday with the is black is white, or is AI, I mean not AI, but is could be something like synth or human or natural or automated or GMO. There could be something like this, okay, that these people are the ones that's going, somebody is trying to do something like this, that they will be the one. But I don't think that that's not it either. It's going to be the one nation under God. This is the new world order. Hey, this is me. you know Nothing's going to be moving until I'm already in alignment and plugged in. You know what I'm saying? So for initiation, motherfucker might come pick somebody up with a bag over their head one day and then, start the initiation process. But this is something about, somebody's not online or they're not plugged in right now. And so you can move all the shit around you want, but nothing's final. It's something like that. Okay. That's just what I'm getting. So we got the Six of Cups energy here in reverse. This could also, because the Sansa energy is almost giving my cousin and Lisa and my man. But it's given, the energy is me and my man. You get what I'm saying? But they could have gave a version of this man to this person. And this shit is in reverse here. Somebody's trying to, it's like somebody deleted, like, okay, say me and my man was together. They took this, my cousin them is already in this thing because they're all hiding from me. You see? They're hiding it from the one that's supposed to come and take over it or end their reign. So instead of, they like, let's find one like us. Okay, well, if I'm the only one in my family unit that's not a AI or not a GMO or something like this at this point in time, then somebody would be looking for somebody in my family to plug into whatever they're doing. It's just I can't know. So this is somebody basically coming in and turning, if you're a mother or something, that's what you dedicated your life to. These people basically came in and took over a woman's household, basically, and contracted out all the family members to different motherfuckers. So if somebody want to play God like, oh, I gave you that Ace of Cups. You've been wondering, ain't you been feeling different? Yeah, motherfucker, because you took my Ace of Cups and you gave it to the Nene, the daughter, the light-skinned twin, when she went to California, Mr. West. It's because somebody doesn't want to be seen as they're not that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, these people could call themselves my friends, or we knew you was offline, so we did the best we could to do. I don't want to hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers moving all this shit around, and you got enough to fool all these people that you got. You got something that I need. You get what I'm saying? Or do you? Is that what somebody wants you to think? That's why I'm okay with just anything that come towards me like, nah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Taking advice. Oh, I'll listen to you, but am I taking your advice? No, I'm good. You understand? Because it's all, this is how these people get little accolades or, something. This is how they give little accolades or something to, yes, come around this side. This is what they're doing. Yeah, 4 of Cups. Somebody is in this energy. About what? Hold on. What? What?